The Smashing Machine is The Rock and Emily Blunt mega blockbuster documentary, where they show the world the best way to give a knockout performance is to lay the smack down on everyone.
Let's fucking go.
We will dive into the movie review of The Smashing Machine, where one man had a stellar career as a professional wrestler and UFC fighter.
This guy is the best he has ever seen.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Hollywood.
Take a good look at me now, 'cause I'll still be standing here.
The movie starts off with a small biography of where he started his career from 1997 to 2007. Mark Kerr is his name, and he had his first debut in the wrestling ring, which resulted in Kerr stopping his opponents in 30 seconds. The fact he enjoyed beating the stuffing out of his opponent is like a fat kid eating sweets.
It's simple. Am I going to hurt him before he hurts me?
He really liked to go into the ring and impose his will and prove it by beating a few Foot Locker workers and Amazon drivers to win his first ever championship. It's the feeling that he enjoys being in the spotlight, where the fans enjoy him Kerr stomping everybody.
3,000 people,
Yeah.
and they're cheering you on. There's no other high like it in the world.
In the locker room, Mark gets an interview about staying focused like a laser beam and how to control his emotions. Kinda weird to hear that from a wrestler slash UFC fighter, but I guess that's what we're going with. Mark is at the doctor's office and the lady is wondering about his eye.
Well, have you ever heard of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC?
That's the bloody thing they're trying to ban.
Mark tried to explain to her about the sport and she asked him this.
Do you hate each other when you fight?
Absolutely not.
The kid also asked for the autograph for himself and his brother because they are a fan.
Want your autograph?
Sure, no problem. No fighting.
At home, Dawn, who is Mark's wife, get confused about making smoothies but not adding enough bananas. To be fair, Mark changes it up so it's not her fault. Mark and Dawn go to the gym, working out,
Ever.
Too much?
No.
Please welcome.
trying to stay in shape and stay ready. Meanwhile, Mark is looking for his Captain America serum, which I guess make him powerful to get all buffed up. Mark traveled to Japan to get his money, but the Japanese try to screw him by underpaying him.
No contract, no money?
No money.
Screwing his money will get you rock bottom. Meanwhile, Mark Kerr's friend, also named is Mark, but his last name is Coleman, gets an interview of how he know Mark.
Oh, we go way back, but he's a buddy of mine.
Few seconds later, Mark Kerr is asked about what would happen if he lose a fight. He said he can't fathom the fact of losing because he never lose. Pretty cocky for him to say that, but that will backfire on him badly. The next scene, Mark acting so weird with Dawn walk in and they get to an argument. Dude, all you have to say hi to Dawn and that will solve that problem. So his UFC fight is one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time, Usyk, and I'm pretty sure Mark will have a hard time dealing with him.
From Usyk,
The fight starts off relatively even until Usyk landed multiple knee kicks to the head, which results in Mark losing his match. Mark gets so mad that he thinks it is legal, which it was, but he was outmatched badly.
Have you spoken to either about fighting such a good friend?
So because of the illegal knee kicks, the match was turned into a no contest. Mark is not happy about that and starts to whine about it. Dawn knows that Mark is having a few drinking issues before he fought Usyk 2 weeks ago and started to ramble about nothing. Look, you better be happy that the match was overturned and did not count as a loss, so stop whining.
Oh, come on. Stop whining.
Usyk, who whooped up on Mark earlier, comes to his locker room just to rub it into his face and take pictures with him.
It's simple. Am I going to hurt him before he hurts me?
The doctors tried to tell Mark he has to take one pill at a time and not multiple pills like eating Skittles.
Do you have any stronger pain medication? Advil?
Yeah.
Dawn notices again that he's off, but Mark trying to find ways to get more prescription for painkillers. Back at home, Mark is feeling and looking weird, and Dawn gets mad by the way he's acting. She's telling him to stop acting like a baby because she lost the fight, and that was her biggest mistake. Telling him because he snapped because he can't take the fact that he lost his first match. Coleman, who is Mark's best friend, gets a call from Dawn that Mark Kerr just fell out and had to be rushed to the hospital. Coleman asks him what happened. Mark said he fell down and started break down crying, thinking life is not fair. What's not fair if you haven't grown up yet, and it's very pathetic. Even his wife shed a few tears. Coleman is in an interview about not his friend with him for his fight and took it out on his opponent by beating that scrub like 20 seconds. Mark and Dawn decided to spend some time together at the fair. Mark did not want to get on the ride because it made his stomach queasy.
No way, I can't ride that.
Why?
Why? Because my tummy. You know what that would do to my tummy. I would get sick everywhere.
Dawn tell him I'm getting on his ride because you are a sissy, and tell him you're a chicken.
This scare you?
The next scene, Mark is making a big deal about the catfish stain and Elise is in the pool. But Dawn is trying to be nice but also to want to settle down, which is something Mark is not interested in at the moment. I don't know Mark is bipolar or having PTSD, but he had been acting strangeness ever since that loss. At the press conference, Mark gave his speech about his regrets.
One of my biggest regrets in life is the answer to that question. I wasn't.
Then go to the gym to meet this guy.
I think so.
You think so? Come on, Mark, it's a yes or no answer. Come on, are you ready?
Yes.
His trainer trained so hard that he get cramps, but Mark give him the Captain America serum to make him feel better. Mark started to get in better shape and even learned some UFC techniques, which includes pumping weights. Now, Mark and Coleman are in a 2000 Grand Prix tournament where the winner gets $200,000. In the first round, Mark and Coleman won their match fairly easy. Mark's new trainer is so confused that he's leaving after a great performance in the first round. And then turn around and see Mark get a new haircut, new clothes, which it did not matter because Mark and Dawn get to another argument.
Always about you. Only about fucking you.
Which results in Mark kicking her out. But Dawn did not go out so quietly as she tried to do the unthinkable, which resulted in the cops taking her away.
Take it away!
Back at the tournament, Coleman won his second fight, but Mark's second fight was a lot tougher, which resulted in another loss. To be fair, the situation with Dawn screwed him up so badly and he was not focused.
I need you to let me in.
Coleman's championship match was against Usyk, which he won the grand prize. Fast forward to 2025, Mark and Dawn got back together, got married, and had a kid. Mark finally retired from UFC sport in 2009, and the UFC will remember both Mark and Coleman as pioneers of the sport, and the movie ends. This movie was actually pretty good. You have Mark Kerr wanting to be the best fighter in the world. Mark had a couple issues that would drive a person crazy. The fact that he's too spoiled and too high up on his horse. And the other issue is like he's a kid in a man's body. He could never grasp the situation that he's trying to live in a world that is not perfect, and he tried to be perfect in his own way, and that's not helping. The no contest was the best thing that ever happened to him because it teaches him to be humble. Dawn tried to stick with him no matter what the situation, whether he had a bipolar attitude, and she still stayed with him doing all the drama. Plus, Coleman was like his best friend and his right-hand man that stuck without doing the whole process to the end. Excellent performance by Emily Blunt as always.
No, it's about perspective, okay?
And it's about time that The Rock is not playing the same old overpowered superhero and he actually did fairly okay in a different character.
I think so.
You think so? Come on, Mark, it's a yes or no answer. Come on, are you ready?
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same background since due to his wrestling career. Brutal, emotional, and quite smashing. And The Rock, well, always been The Rock in his performances. I would give this movie 7 stars. If you'd like to see more upcoming movie reviews, press the like, share, subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next movie review.
It's simple. Am I going to hurt him before he hurts me?
Get up, Mark, come on!